ache.
Welcome back, everybody, to another MLB The Show franchise modes here with the Chicago White Sox. Today we're going to be playing the Kansas City Royals at home. It's going to be Charlie Morton on the mound versus Michael Kopech. This is going to be a one-game episode. So we're going to go ahead and see the Royals, who were doing a little bit of a challenge getting up to first place. You can see they've dropped 8 of their last 10. They now sit 8 games back in the division, 1 game under 500. So today should be a pretty good game, a team that's underachieving. They have Charlie Morton from the Houston Astros, the World Series winning champs, and it's going to be Michael Kopech on the mound for the White Sox. Welcome everybody to Guaranteed Rate Field. You can see a sold-out stadium tonight for the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. 33-34 are the Royals, 41-26 are the White Sox. It's going to be a great game today. Two American League Central Division teams going against one another as Michael Kopech is on the mound, making his 14th start of the year, 4-5 thus far with a 4.22 ERA, 79 innings pitched. He's given up 82 hits, so it's up there a little bit. The walks are 37 and the strikeouts are 75, so his control has been pretty good as we get ready for this one today. Matt Duffy up to bat. He leads the Royals in runs batted in. You can see 266 on the season is the batting average. And as always, guys, we're going to go ahead and show you the first at bat on both sides of the ball as Michael Kopech goes ahead and throws strike number 1. 98 mile per hour fastball. A good start thus far for the White Sox, who lead the division by 2 games, trying to grow that lead tonight, as that slider is going to be swung past for strike number 2 and quickly 0-2 the count from Michael Kopech. Michael Kopech trying to solidify himself as one of the top guys of the rotation, as that ball is going to be outside. 57 degrees, so a very chilly day today here in Chicago, Illinois, as the White Sox, they're not unused to the cold weather, as that one's going to be tipped off to the dugout. Chicago can be a chilly place, but for the time of year, it is definitely a bit cold. So Michael Kopech looks to get the first strikeout of the evening. Josh Bell makes a fantastic diving catch. You can see what he did right there. Fantastic catch. Let's take a replay. You can see a pitch getting inside on the hands of Duffy, and Josh Bell making a big leap, catching that ball in foul ground. Bottom of the first inning, Jesse Hahn on the mound for the Royals. 3-1 on the season, a 3.76 ERA. You can see he has no starts. He's a bullpen kind of guy. 83 innings pitched, 77 hits given up, 58 strikeouts, and 33 walks issued. So not a starter, but getting the start here today as Adam Eaton walks to the plate. 3.38 on the season, trying to do what he does best and get a leadoff hit here in the bottom of the first inning. 0-0. A 1-2-3 quick inning for Michael Kopech, as that one's going to be fouled off to the side. Charlie Morton was set to start this game. I don't know if he had an injury. The White Sox got no news about it, but obviously he's not starting today's game, so as that one's going to be hit through the middle, and that is going to be a base hit. Not the middle between first and second. I think you guys know what I was trying to say, but another leadoff hit for Adam Eaton here in the bottom of the first. Jorge Bonifacio up to bat for the Royals here in the top of the second inning. A scoreless game thus far. White Sox got runners on second and third with 1 out, but were unable to get them home in the bottom of the first, as that is going to be strike 1 to Bonifacio. Michael Kopech looking good thus far through the first inning and the third's pitched, trying to keep that going, as that slider is going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Michael Kopech has solidified himself here as a part of the rotation, and now he's trying to get himself to be one of the main starters for the White Sox, as Blake Rutherford's going to get underneath that one for out number 2. A mound visit definitely needed here in the top of the third inning. 1-0 Royals. Michael Kopech having a lot of control issues in this inning, as he only has 1 out, runners on first and third, and Mike Moustakas to the plate. Michael Kopech's struggle is his control right now, as that is going to be a fastball for strike number 1. He's given up a couple hits. He's given up a walk. And now he's trying to hopefully get a double play here, as that one's going to be hit. And that is just barely going to be foul. 0-2 the count quickly to Mike Moustakas, who's going to pop this one out to center. Possibly tagging at third. We'll see. He's coming home. The throw to the plate is going to be off the line. And that is going to make it 2-0. Adam Eaton's throw unable to hit the target, as another runner scores here in the top of the third inning. Yohan Moncada to the plate, 0 for 1 thus far tonight. In the bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Royals, 2 outs. Yohan Moncada trying to get on base to get something started for the White Sox, who have only 1 hit thus far in this game, as that one's going to be fouled off to the side. You can see the stamina of Hans, the pitcher. You can see that he's definitely a relief pitcher. This is probably going to be his last inning of work, as that curveball is going to dip in for strike number 2. A very slow curveball for Han in the middle of the 70s range, and that one is going to be grounded to second base. A low throw, but what a pick at first base to get out number 3, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Mikey Matek up to bat in the top of the 4th. Trouble brewing here. Runners on first and second, nobody out, as that slider is going to be called a ball. Questionable, but nevertheless, ball 1. Michael Kopech trying to get out of this inning as well, giving up the first 2 batters he's seen, giving him a base hit. So that is going to be strike 1. Michael Kopech trying to hit his corners, trying to hit his spots, as he does right here with the changeup, making it a 1-2 count on Mikey Matek. Not very many strikeouts tonight, but there's one for Michael Kopech, getting the first out here in the top of the 4th inning. Hopefully a confidence booster for himself. You can see the Road to the Show report. You can see our minor league systems last 10 games. Albert Alfonso has been very good. And you can see Lewis Beal doing very good in Double-A at the Birmingham Barons. Scott Schiedler up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 2-0. And I'm sorry, guys, but I got the hiccups. So you're going to be hearing a little bit of hiccup power. As that ball's going to drop, he's going to head back to first. Excuse me. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Still a 2-0 game. Eloy Jimenez on first after reaching via air 2 times now in this game. Excuse me again. As I have Kayla in the room as well, and she's laughing at me, as that is going to be a base hit, moving the runners to first and second. Blake Rutherford up to bat, still here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It is now a 2-1 game. Tim Anderson doubling to left field, driving in a run. Excuse me, runners on second and third with 1 out. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know how long the hiccups are going to last. They won't go away. But hopefully the White Sox won't go away, and we'll score a couple more runs here, as it looks as though that's what we are going to do. Rounding third is Tim Anderson to the plate. It's going to be a close play, and he is called out. A run does come across to tie up the game, but Tim Anderson unable to get around third quick enough to take the lead. Salvador Perez to the plate, 0 for 2 tonight, with a strikeout in the 3rd. Michael Kopech still in the game, but they're going to get the bullpen going. Diaz is going to warm up along with Frederick Gonzalez, just in case. Michael Kopech trying to get through the inning and try to pitch a full 6 innings, as that is going to be called a ball. Ball that looked like to have most of the plate, which it did, but it also looked to be low enough to be a strike, but it was not, as that slider is going to be called outside. I'm sorry, guys, I still have the hiccups. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I got to record because I got nothing else recorded. As wow, that is a changeup high. It's, well, 3-0 the count. They're going to go ahead and do a mound visit real fast. Calm him down. Get his control under control. And hopefully he can start throwing some strikes. Oh my god, I am sorry. If you guys are still watching this, I do apologize. As that ball's going to be hit to right field, Schiebler's going to get underneath it for out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Mike Moustakas back up to the plate again here in the top of the 6th inning. A 6-2 game. Michael Kopech leaving. And Julio Diaz giving up a bunch of runs, as Yohan Moncada is going to hopefully throw it over the first. He will. to get the third out. But a lot of damage done here in the 6th inning. 4 runs coming across as the Royals take the lead. Eloy Jimenez up to bat. 0 for 2. Both times he reached via air. Hopefully he'll get on base this time, but not via air. Hopefully he actually get a base hit or a home run, as he's going to be hit and run. Yohan Moncada going for second, and he is going to be thrown out at second. Nothing going White Sox way tonight. Not even their commentary. They can't even get a guy without hiccups. As you can see, Eloy Jimenez swinging at a pitch out of the strike zone, and Yohan Moncada, one of the best base stealers in baseball, being thrown out there at second. So 0-1 the count to Jimenez. Still trying to get on base, as that is going to be a little dribbler up the line, but it is not going to be fair. It's going to be foul for strike 2, and quickly 0-2 the count to Jimenez, as that one's going to be hit down the line, but first base is quickly going to get to it for out number 2. Adam Jones up to the plate, a single and double in tonight's game. Former Baltimore Orioles center fielder, now here in Kansas City, as Frederick Gonzalez is still on the mound. 1 out here, as that is going to be a ball inside. 98 miles per hour, not the fastest from Gonzalez, who is a regular hitting 100 miles per hour. As Adam Jones is going to try to maybe swing at it, holds it back, not going to go around first ball number 2. Gonzalez trying to bring his ERA down, as that is another ball way out of the zone. He's the only bullpen pitcher with an ERA above 3.5. And he's trying to bring that down. The top White Sox prospect on the MLB team, as he gets that one over for a strike. He's got a lot of movement in his pitches. Looks like he's going to go with the curveball here. Risky with 3-1. And as I said, a little risky. And he walks Adam Jones here in the top of the 7th. Blake Rutherford up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Tim Anderson there on second base with 1 out after a ground rule double. His second double of the night. Blake Rutherford trying to get him in. And this might do it. This time he's coming home again. This throw is going to be out the line, and Tim Anderson will score, making it a 3-run game. Blake Rutherford coming up big once again, getting another RBI, driving this ball into right field between first and second. You can see the replay here, taking the first pitch he sees and getting an RBI. Chris Russin into the game, his 30th appearance of the season, 3-2 record, a 1.45 ERA, fantastic. 24 strikeouts in 31 innings, and he has his job out for him tonight. Bases loaded here in the top of the 8th inning. 1 out, a 7-3 game. As Zach Duke was pitching, a single went into right field. Schiebler bobbled the ball, and the runner first came all the way in to score, which is why there's now 1 more run. White Sox are hoping for a double play after they intentionally walked Salvador Perez and Adam Jones up to the plate. 0-2 the count. Chris Russin hoping to use his sinker to get a double play ball or a strikeout. Either would be fantastic. But Chris Russin trying to get the White Sox out of the inning. No more damage done than there already is. 0-2 the count again to Adam Jones. He's going to hit one down the line, but it is going to be a foul ball. 0-2 the count, it remains. As this one is going to possibly be a double play ball. It looks good, and it is. Second out and third out. The White Sox get out of the inning, but got the work set out for them. 1, 2, and 3 up to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. Yohan Moncada up to the plate. 1 for 3 tonight. A single in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out, still 7-3 it is. Yohan Moncada trying to get on base, trying to get something going for the White Sox, as he's going to swing over that changeup. 82 mile per hour changeup for strike number 1. You can see that replay. That changeup dipping pretty quickly. An active changeup that he has. White Sox have not been playing well lately, at least that you guys have seen. We've been dropping a lot of our games, and a lot of them against teams that are not really that great. I mean, no offense if you're a fan of these teams, but The St. Louis Cardinals were doing pretty bad. The Reds were doing bad. The Texas Rangers and even the Royals now, and we're having a hard time. As Yoan Moncada's gonna take that one deep. It's back. It's far. And it is out of here. Yoan Moncada going yard. A solo home run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Making it again a 3-run game in the bottom of the 8th. Yoan Moncada not giving up. He's got the live or die trying attitude as he gets the White Sox one run closer to tying this one up as he goes deep here at guaranteed right field. You can see the replay here. He gets all of it. He gets all of this ball. He drives it to right field into the bullpen for a solo home run. Romeo Santos up to bat, 2 doubles tonight, an RBI coming around the score 3 times. 8-4 here in the top of the 9th, a leadoff triple, and then brought home by a sac fly, as that sinker is going to be inside for ball number 1. Not the White Sox night thus far. They do have a chance in the bottom of the 9th, and the White Sox are a resilient team, so we're not going to count them out yet. But certainly not the way the White Sox want to do it, is playing from behind, playing cat and mouse chasing, as that changeup is going to be strike number 2. Chris Russin trying to get the White Sox out of the inning, giving up only 1 run, as that ball is going to hit the batter, the 3rd hit batter of the night. Here in the top of the 9th inning, Matt Duffy up to bat. White Sox have hit 3 batters tonight alone, and the second by Chris Russin, as that is going to be a sinker for a strike. Some speed there on first, as that changeup is going to be getting in the same spot for strike number 2. White Sox hoping to get out of the inning right here, 0-2, as that ball is going to be 2 inside to gather Duffy's interest, as that is going to be ball 1. As the runner is taking off for second, and it is a strike 3. No worry about the runner. Duffy strikes out looking. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, down by 4. Blake Rutherford up to bat. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Nobody on. It's still 8-4 ball game. White Sox, not the night they wanted. Definitely not the way they wanted to open this series against the Kansas City Royals, as that ball is going to go right to the shortstop for out number 3. Unfortunately, guys, the White Sox dropped this one here at home against the AL Central Division rival Kansas City Royals, a team that is now 500 on the season, underperforming for themselves. White Sox unable to put a solid performance in. They were playing cat and mouse the entire game. Defensively, they just weren't mentally there. Unfortunately, not the way we wanted to do it. And recently in the episodes, we have not been winning a lot of games, and that is something I'm sure you guys are upset about. I'm upset about. As you can see, Kopech gets his 6th loss of the season. He now sits 4-6. 2 errors on both sides for the Royals and the White Sox as we take a look at today's highlights. Top of the 1st, Duffy pops out to first base. You guys saw this as Josh Bell goes Superman, catching it to get a out. And unfortunately, guys, my hiccups were here almost the entire night. I do apologize that if that bothered you guys. It bothers me. But top of the 3rd, Santos doubling to the left, bringing in the first run of the game. 1-0 early in the ball game. Blake Rutherford, you could see throwing it in. Then Tim Anderson, bottom of the 4th, getting a double to left, bringing a run in. That would make it runners on 2nd and 3rd at that point, making it 2-1. And then bottom of the 4th, Blake Rutherford lining to right for a single, getting a run in, and Tim Anderson unable to score here. He's thrown out at the plate. A good throw, I believe, by Bonifacio. I could be wrong, but a good throw to keep the score tied at 2. Then top of the 6th, Mikey Matuk lining to right for a single. You can see here Schiebler getting the ball in, unable to get anybody out. And then top of the 6th, a single to center. Yoan Moncada overrunning the ball, Adam Eaton getting it in and making it now 4-2. Top of the sixth, 6-2. Parr grounded it off the pitcher Gonzalez. As you can see, Yolmer Sanchez unable to pick up the ball, regardless the run was coming in to score. Whether Sanchez got it or not, but unable to throw out the runner. Excuse me, my hiccups are throwing me off. Then bottom of the second, Rutherford grounded to right for a single. You can see getting past. Another throw in by Bonifacio. Tim Anderson scoring this time. Then bottom of the eighth, you guys saw it. The one fun moment of the night, Yohan Moncada getting a solo shot. The only home run of the night on both sides of the ball. The only ball to go deep in a 12-run game. And then bottom of the ninth, Rutherford lining out to shortstop for the final out, sealing a White Sox loss here at home. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you if you're still watching to this point. Thank you for hanging out with me through my hiccup episode. I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do about it. Kayla scared the crap out of me, and unfortunately they didn't go away. I held my breath. I did everything you're supposed to do, and it didn't work. So thank you though for hanging out with me. Unfortunately, White Sox were unable to win, but hopefully the next episode we're going to have a little bit of surprise. We tried doing it before, and it was actually the this Minnesota game. What I'm doing, I don't know how often I'm going to do it, but I had Trent as a side-by-side color commentary, and then I had Troy a sideline reporter, and we did an entire game. Every single out, I recorded it, and it was like a real game. We broadcasted every pitch. We talked about the details of the players. It was a ton of fun. We got to the fifth inning, and PlayStation SharePlay decided it wanted to stop working, and we only got to go through halfway through the game. So that is something that we're going to be trying to do. We'll probably get the SharePlay, get through the fifth inning, and then FaceTime each other so Trent can see what is happening, because he needs to be able to see what's happening in order to help call the game. So maybe next episode that will be here. So make sure to have those notifications on. If you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you guys would. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Kayla. It means a lot to the whole fan base for the Ryan and Kayla channel. And just give us a like. Anything you can do to support us means the world to us. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next episode.